Well, hello again. It's Cathy Feenan, and today I am so excited because I firstly wanted to say congratulations on your commitment to an exciting chapter ahead of you and beyond. Being a Juice Plus partner certainly shifts your mindset, your perspective, your points of view, and experience a reality in a way that you thought was once impossible. And I'm so excited for you for this next chapter and hearing more about your stories of how much these personal development practices change your life. You know, doing the inner work and taking action is an essential part of getting the results that you want out of your business and out of life. And it's time to make the optimal use of your mind by retraining the very way in which you think about success, and it will cause you to become magnetic to abundance. How exciting is that, right? Do the work, I know for sure, and you're going to be met with an extraordinary outcome. The moment is here for you right now to take a quantum leap forward, to realize and seize the opportunity to thrive in your business, in your mission, in your purpose, and in your life. So get ready and let's prepare to have your biggest breakthrough year yet. So today, I just wanted to share with you the 4 pillars of success. And this is how we manifest, or this is the process of creating whatever it is that we want to create. The very first pillar of success is all about our intention. That's our purpose. That's our big why. That's really defining what it is that you want, your vision and your goals. The second pillar of success is reframing the unseen limiting beliefs that sabotage your success. And of course, in one of our modules, we're going to do exactly just that, clearing out those limiting beliefs. The third key to success, or the third pillar of success, really is about taking action, but not just any old action, action that helps you achieve the goals and the dreams that you desire. So it's really this whole purpose of these modules is to help you to identify and really take that next excited step in creating your future. And then the fourth pillar of success is grace. That's our super conscious mind. That's divine intelligence. That's getting into alignment. That's God, frequency, vibration, whatever it is that resonates with you there. But for today, what you and I are going to focus on is the very first pillar of success, and that is your purpose, defining what you want, your vision and your goals, which is really exciting. So the power of purpose. Purpose really is the reason to do something. Your purpose is your why. It's something that's going to inspire you and your team to be proud to be part of. It's really going to help you to decide which opportunities and which activities that you say yes to and which ones that you say no to. And it's completely authentic. See, purpose gives us direction. We always are calibrating towards the purpose. People can find it a challenge to articulate their purpose, but everyone does actually know what it is. It's all about uncovering it and letting it shine. Purpose produces a motive. And when we have a motive, that causes motivation, an internal and intrinsic energy production. So that gives us the intrinsic energy, which is the fuel to then move forward. So to help you, what we've actually done is we've come up with 10 questions in a process with some examples to help you find your business purpose with the Juice Plus Company. So in creating your purpose, if you don't have pen and paper, I'd love for you to press the pause button right now. Go and grab a journal or some pen and paper to write down some notes. And the first question is, what does your business do? Press pause and take time to answer that question. For what purpose? Press pause and make your notes. What aspects of the business do you love? And why do you love them? What made you decide to get into this profession in the first place? What do you believe your business, and in particular, what you love to do, provide for your customers and partners? What value do you believe this brings to your customers and partners? Which gives them a sense of, two, what are your customers trying to achieve? What are your partners trying to achieve? And what are the keywords or messages that you can identify from the answers above? And take the essence of the answers above and go ahead and make one short statement that excites you to be part of. So now we move on to designing your most aligned life with goal setting, using this business as a vehicle to create and achieve anything that you want in your life. So we have here the triangle to define your success. And we have all of these different areas of our life. And so before I let you go on your epic journey of inspiration and self-growth and personal development, I really want to make sure that we've got a goal set up for you. And not just any goal, but one that's achievable, something that's fun to work towards, it's compelling, and it means something to you. Did you know that simply by writing down your goal on paper, you're something like 50% more likely to achieve it just by writing it down? Imagine what happens when you not only write it down every single day, but also break down how exactly you will achieve that goal. Tracking your daily process progress takes it even further. So, with that many reminders, how much easier would it be for you to take action on the things that matter to you most? But first, let's work on pinpointing your goals. So these goals may be a 30-day goal for you or an 8-week goal for the duration of this 8-week program, or it could be a lifelong goal for you. But either way, my hope is to get you on the right path that is right for you. So today I want you to start challenging your thinking power, and let's start exploring what these goals could actually look like for you. Below, what we're going to do is we're going to go through an exercise that's going to help you to take a good hard look at all of these 7 different facets of your life and rate its relative quality levels so you can uncover which areas might need more attention than others. So I want you to consider each area like the spokes of a wheel. When one of the spokes is shorter than the others, it can really throw the whole thing off balance. But by getting this holistic view of your life, you can then identify where you're excelling and when there's room for improvement to discover the gaps between where you are today and where you want to be. So, to start, what we first need to do is go through each area of your life and rate it. And after you've given an answer and then named an emotion that actually comes up, just name the feeling or the emotion that pops up for you. Don't worry if it doesn't make sense for you at this point. We're going to finish by wrapping a bow around it all. So, the very first area that we need to own is our physical body. And you would have seen on the bottom of the pyramid on our screen before that health and fitness energy, and vitality is at the bottom of the triangle. It's really the foundation in our life, because when your physical body doesn't have the energy or the strength or the health or the vitality, the quality of your life disappears. I'm certain that being financially free and being in a graveyard is not your goal, right? So if you're thinking about the quality of your life and this area is not strong, there's going to be problems. So how happy are you with your overall health, your wellness, and the general state of your physical body? A 1 out of 10 could be needs heaps out of 10. A 10 out of 10 is I love my body. What score do you give out of 10? There's no need to overthink it. Just write down whatever number first pops into your mind. And then what's the emotion that comes up for you when we're thinking about this area of your world? The second area that we need to own is our mindset, emotions, and meaning. And most people think that if they achieve enough, they'll have true happiness. See, you might gain some pleasure, but not be entirely fulfilled. So what you think might make you happy might not actually make you happy. So what is your level of mastery of mindset, emotions, and your mental health? If you had to write down a list of emotions that you lived in consistently, would you say that the majority of them are resourceful, as in they're creative? Are you grateful? Or would you say the majority of them right now in your life perhaps are more stressful? Perhaps there's frustration with either people or performance. Perhaps there's overwhelm or more concern or even depressed. How would you rate your overall peace of mind, emotional stability, and your minute-to-minute mindset? A 1 out of 10 could be something like my emotions and mindset get the better of me. A 10 out of 10 is I rock over my emotions and my mindset. And what's the feeling and the emotion that comes up for you? So the third area of your life that is really critical is relationships. And relationships are life. When you think about what are the most important relationships that you have in your life, the relationship with those you love, your spiritual relationship, the relationship you have with yourself, your children, friends, family. And if you had to do a stacking of importance, the one at the peak would be your intimate relationship, because it has the ability to cause the most pleasure or the most pain in life. But if you're thinking about your intimate relationship, where would you score it 1 to 10? If you haven't got one, then it's a 1. Where would you score the other relationships in your world? And what's the emotion that comes up for you when you think about your intimate relationship? What's the emotion that comes up for you when you think about the relationship with yourself? The emotions that come up for you when you think about your friends or your children, even your spiritual relationship. So the fourth area that you want to own is your current resources, particularly with time. So this comes underneath the area of life called productivity, performance, and results. Does time use you, or do you use time? Can you manage your day and achieve every outcome, activity, every to-do, and still be unfulfilled by the end of that day? Absolutely. Yes, of course you can. But are you able to use time to get what it is that you want out of life? How effectively do you meet and complete each outcome that you set yourself for each day? Do you use your planner or a diary to chunk out times for the areas of your life that you value the most, so that you live deliberately, so that you live in a creative space? Or are you like I used to be, like that leaf floating in the wind, kind of just landing wherever the wind took you? How deliberate are you in the way that you use your time? A 1 out of 10 could be I'm in stress and overwhelm and I don't feel like I'm accomplishing what's important to me. A 10 out of 10 is I use my planner well and I smash out the things that are important to me. I'm living very deliberately. And what's the emotion that comes up for you when you think about the way you use time? So the fifth area of life that you need to own and have, and that's living out your divine mission. And this is the area that most people want to talk about. Thinking about your job, career, business, or mission. When I say these things and thinking of them in this way, which one is it for you? Is it a job? Is it a career? Is it work? Is it a business, or is it a mission for you? From that mindset, where would you score yourself now, 1 out of 10? So some people have a job that they're in at the moment, and I noticed that they have their Juice Plus business, and some people love to have their Juice Plus business as a part-time business outside of their job or their career. Or for some people, they're wanting their Juice Plus business to completely replace the income so they have time freedom and residual income. So you may like to give different vehicles, if you will, different scores. So as an example, if you're working for someone right now, what would you score that 1 out of 10? And then you have your Juice Plus business. What would you score that 1 to 10? And then, of course, naming the emotion. How do you feel about those different areas of your life? You know, one could be that you feel dread and you're just picking up a paycheck, if that, right? It's thinking about how happy and fulfilled are you about your work. A 10 out of 10 is that you have a mission and you're completely inspired and excited by the work that you do. So what is that for you? The next area, of course, is financial. So you notice that we got to this financial at number 6, not because it's not important, it's very important. You'll notice that on our pyramid diagram that we're getting towards the tip of that triangle that you saw on our previous slide. So it's really interesting because do you remember a time that it felt it was so important because you didn't have any finances? A lot of arguments in relationships will revolve around finances. So what would you rate your finances 1 to 10 based on where you are and based on where it is that you want to be? How comfortable do you feel about your financial situation, both present and the future? A 1 out of 10 could be my finances is what is actually holding me back. A 10 out of 10 is I've got the money, I just need to put it to good use. And what's the emotion that is coming up for you when we talk about finances? And finally, the seventh area that we put at the very peak of that triangle, because I think it's the most important area of all, because this one is the one that gives our lives a sense of meaning. So if you want long-term fulfillment, then it's about discovering a sense of meaning, contribution and celebration. How good are you at making sure that each day you're feeling a sense that you're contributing beyond yourself? That's something that we are really proud of within our Juice Plus family and community, because our business model is all based on contributing and being a servant leader. But leaders also find a way to celebrate, because after a while, if we don't, our brain just gets tired. And a sense of meaning really comes through growth. You're growing a lot being part of our beautiful community, and unconditional acts of love. And this is the only way that you will feel fulfilled. This is what life is really about. And if you resist this, you just won't feel alive. So if you don't really stop and celebrate it as well, life is pretty empty. So what would you give yourself a score out of 10? Some people might say, I might give myself high on growth, but low on contribution, or I contribute well, but I actually don't celebrate my wins, or I celebrate, but I don't really contribute. Where would you merge these scores? How happy are you in your ability to lead and help and contribute to the lives of others? So 1 out of 10 could be that I don't seem to be adding anything to this world. A 10 out of 10 is, you know what? I'm a leader and I make a difference in this world. And what's the emotion that comes up for you? Now, as we've just been through all of these 7 key facets of your life, what I'd love for you to do now is to choose the top 3 areas that you want to go next level success in. And ask yourself, by pressing pause on this video, what would I love in this area of my life? Well, welcome back. Now that you've just spent some time on discovering what are the 3 areas of your life that you would like to go next level success in and expand and grow and create success in, and you've written down what it is that you love, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to teach you how to set a goal for success. And it's really exciting because when we set a goal, it's really important that we follow the SMART acronym. Now, we've had a little bit of a shake up with this and we've made it a little bit more fun than what some of you know the SMART acronym to be. But the S stands for specific and simple. M is for measurable, something that motivates you, something that's moving. So we want to really create a goal here, something that's exciting for you, something that's fun to work towards, and a goal that is really important to you as well. The A stands for attainable. And as you'll notice in our 8-week program here, we've really stepped each module out very simply and in a specific order. So that is an attainable and achievable success for you right here in our community with your business. The R stands for realistic. Of course, realistic is all to do with in accordance to your belief system. So if there's someone out there that has something that you want, that's proof that it's possible for you as well. It's just like a muscle though. We need to stretch and build that muscle to create a realistic goal. So let's go with what your belief system is saying right now. R also stands for reassuring and a goal that really resonates with you. It's something that really lights your soul up and it's exciting for you. And then of course we have T, which is time-based towards what you want and it's transforming. And again, we've kept it really simple in our 8 modules so that we can step out each step along the way, which is really fun. So what I'd love for you to do now is use this opportunity to utilize this fun goal setting formula. Now, this fun goal setting formula is set out in a specific framework because we want to use language that speaks directly to your unconscious and subconscious mind. The real power about that is that when we use language that speaks to your unconscious mind, it then activates what we call is the reticular activating system. So because it's then in your awareness, it actually starts looking for opportunities on your behalf subconsciously. A little bit like the example that I love to use. Perhaps most of you might be driving a car or you're thinking about a car that you're driving around in at the moment. And before you had your car, you probably didn't see that car many places at all. But then once you bought your car, you notice your car turning up everywhere on the roads as you're driving in the streets, right? That's because that car, that make, that model, that color is in your awareness. And so your subconscious mind goes looking for those on your behalf. And so all of a sudden you start seeing them everywhere. The same too here goes for your goals. When we use language that speaks to your unconscious mind, it will start looking for those opportunities for you and you'll start seeing them everywhere, okay? So for the purpose of building your business, you can, of course, do this for any area of your life that you're wanting to expand, but we're going to focus on your Juice Plus business today. So think about looking at the formula that you have on the screen in front of you, the goal setting formula. Think about the day and the month. So it is now, and you might like to write this down in your notes. It is now a day, the month, and the year at which time. I always choose 1111. That's kind of one of my favorite numbers. And I am or I have. So it could be a financial figure for you. Perhaps it's an extra $250 a month. Maybe it's $500 a month. Maybe it's an extra $1,000 a month. We'll just use that as an example to get you moving forward. And then I see an example of that could be I see happy customers sending me messages in Facebook Messenger, letting me know how happy they are with their products, with their program, and the results that they're noticing by being part of eating Juice Plus and by nourishing their body and taking care of their health and their well-being. Okay, I see $1,000 land in my bank account on the 10th of the month because this is my reward for being of service and taking care of people that I love and helping them achieve what it is that's important to them. I see the brand new pair of jeans in my wardrobe that I'm wearing to the party because that was part of my reward for achieving my goal this next month. Does that give you a bit of an idea of what it is that you might see? What we're really wanting to do here is we're wanting to enroll all of the senses. So what about I hear? I hear, it could be something like I hear the joy and the laughter from my intimate partner and my children, knowing that I'm taking them to the zoo to look at all the animals in Sydney in a particular month. So what is it that you're hearing? I hear my customers saying, thank you so much for thinking of me. I truly appreciate you reaching out. You know, I hear my upline saying, well done, congratulations for achieving your goal. What is it that you hear? What's special and exciting for you? And then I feel grateful and honored and humbled to be part of a mission that's impacting thousands and millions of people around the world with healthy living and financial freedom. I feel excited knowing that I'm going to the zoo with the kids and my hubby in a month's time. I feel proud of myself because I did the work. I went from my head into my heart space and I stepped into the space of love and compassion, and I took care of people that I admire. What is it that you feel? And then I have achieved this because I've achieved this because I completed the 8-week Start Strong module. I've achieved this because I reached out to 5 people every day. I have achieved this because I took consistent action every day. I achieved this because I kept focus on my goals and my purpose and my dreams and visualized them every day. I achieved this because I summoned the courage. I summoned the bravery. I summoned the love and the compassion, and I made this all about the other person. I didn't make it about me. How else have you achieved this? So in order to achieve these goals, my 3 actionable steps are completing this 8-week program, right? That could be one of them. Another one could be reaching out to 5 people each day and connecting and building those relationships. Another one of those actionable steps would be reaching out to your upline and asking for help. Another actionable step could be organizing Penny and having all of my connections in one place to keep it super simple for me. And then the next question is, the reason that this goal is important to me, why is that goal important to you? And then the last question is, the massive imperfect action that I will take towards my goal today is. And it's really important to have these in front of you. So you could press pause, maybe rewind a little bit to recap on the formula questions, and take the time now to go through creating a goal that is super fun to work towards, is meaningful for you, and is important to you, and really aligns with your values. Because when we align our goals with our values, we have this intrinsic motivation. We then get into a space of flow, and you start manifesting and attracting and drawing that into your world, right? When we're in flow and when we're empowered. However, when we're not inspired, or our goals are not in alignment with what it is that we value the most, then we feel like we're forcing, or we're hustling, or we're grinding. We want to manifest with flow. That's the exciting thing. So press pause and take some time to complete your goal setting formula based on your Juice Plus business. Have fun. And then the last thing that I want to leave you with today is around positive anchors. And a positive anchor is something that you can put in place to remind you of your goals on a daily basis. Now, for some of us, we are visual. So for me, as an example, I have a goal of having a cruiser boat. And so as I look at that goal every single day, it's part of my mission statement. It's part of my visualization that I do as my Start Strong morning practice every single day before I start my day. I think about what it is that I'm working towards. I spend some time imagining myself, just really using the power of my imagination to be there on the boat, right? To be there and see my friends, to pop the champagne and be eating the prawns and watching the sun go down and fishing off the back, and the kids jumping into the water on a hot summer's day, really enjoying that blessing with my family and my friends. And so a positive anchor that I have around, which is actually on my back deck, is a pillow. And the pillow has blue and white stripes, and it has the brown jute edged around the outside of the pillow. And every time I walk past that pillow, what do you think I think of? I think of the boat, because they're the pillows that I want to have when I manifest that boat. So it keeps me excited. It keeps me getting up once I've fallen down, because we're going to have some challenges, but we want to be led, and we want to be guided. We want to be inspired by the things that mean the most to us. And that's our goals that are aligned with our values. Some other positive anchors that you could use. Some people love to have vision boards. I love a vision board because I am visual. And again, that's all about manifesting the life and the business that you love as well. So you can put pictures on your vision board of what it is that matters the most, that has meaning to you, and actually invoke a really high vibration energy emotion for you as well. Some of the tissue boxes that I have in my home and in the office, as an example, are ocean, because my dream home will be on the beach. And so that's really exciting, that when I even go to get the tissue out, I'm looking at the ocean. I have little fish around, and I have boats around, things that remind me of the Mediterranean, right? Because I love to travel. I have a little plane. I have a globe that's sitting there as well. I have pictures of the places that I want to travel to. And then different experiences. So another positive anchor that you can use, if you're auditory, you might like to do this in your meditations, where you find a meditation that has the water, splashing, as an example, if the beach is your thing, just as an example. Or the other thing that you might like to put as a positive anchor is just little notes around. They might be your affirmations. I have affirmations everywhere. And I affirm things like, it's safe to want what I want. It's a really powerful affirmation. It's safe to build my business. It's safe to reach out and invite people to take a look. It's safe for me to have a dream life. It's safe for me to be financially wealthy. So what affirmations could you put around that are a positive anchor for yourself as well? And finally, a great affirmation that we can wrap up with is that I'm safe and I'm ready for the next step. So until next time, take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next module. Bye for now.